have very little hope of getting up there. Today's ride is the second time on my 300. So this is 2017 model EXC, which started off as a 250, and I just converted it to a 300. To it a little bit and tweak the tuning, especially the air screw. Find a good setting that's nice and responsive off the bottom, and yeah, it's going well. Works well, plenty of power. Made it nicely up there. Felt quite torquey coming up there. You remember it?
Not really.
No. Maybe you haven't been here. Woo! Nice and slippery today, covered in green moss. See how it goes. No problem at all. Shot up there. You got the steep, slippery mud, very short hill climb, very steep, and the problem is that the run up to it is just slick mud. It's very difficult to get traction and get any speed to get up the bank. Yeah, so the past couple of times I've been here, I haven't been able to get out. So we'll see how it goes. It's still quite wet today. I was hoping it was going to be a bit drier, but yeah. I have very little hope of getting up there. The traction on the bank is actually not too bad. It's just down here is so soft and muddy. Yeah, you just can't get any, well, I can't get any speed. Might be best to clear that wood away. Woo! Yep, slippery. I think it might take a couple of just runs along the bottom to firm up the ground before I stand a chance. Well, it's not as bad as it has been sometimes. It's still very, very slick though. Made it up. Oh man, I'm so happy. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Really happy. And I'm thankful for the 300s bottom end torque that just pulled me over the lip. Wow, awesome. Now I can watch Marcos come up on his Gas 300 TPI. Woohoo! So I go over some of the mods on my bike. So it's a 2017. It's now a 300 EXC. The decals have made by Decal Works Custom with Tokyo Off-Road logos and other ones that I use. It's grey, light grey number plates. Really like the design, it's pretty cool. And then starting from the front protection wise, I've got TM Design Works lower fork guards. I made an axle pull. For a long time I was using one with a little bar that sticks out and they always get bent. I made a short one, but I figured out that you don't actually need it. If you knurl it, it's just as easy to pull out, so, and way less likely to get damaged. So I'm really liking this. I think I'll start making those, offer them for sale. Maybe other people would like it too. And then my forks, I've got X-Trig rocks, triple clamps, love these. Big benefit is they clamp the fork very securely, but don't distort it, so the ride improves, and also you'll stand much less likely, or a lesser chance of twisting the forks in a crash. So I've crashed lots of times and I've never actually had the front wheel go out of alignment. So I really like these. And then I've got Dalsogio Sphere cartridges inside the forks. They're really good, I've used them for a long time. And then the handlebar clamps are X-Trig as well, and they have a damper in the middle part, which damps out some vibration and absorbs some shock. And they're super beefy. They use a 12mm bolt, which I've never bent one. The stock KTM ones are 10 millimeters, and if you crash heavily, they bend. So I really like the 12 millimeter bolts into those. Really good. And then I've got STIC RK handguards. Really strong, reasonably lightweight, and I like the design, nice and simple. BRP supports for the handguards, which bolt onto the handlebars. Super beefy, never bent one of those. Radiator guards, bulletproof design, really like these, and I'm using the rubber straps onto a bolt. The bolt I'm using is the same one as this. And then the rubber strap is the side stand rubber strap. So that's really good. If you catch something, you're not going to rip the plastic off the bolt there. So I really like this, and I think it's much better for the type of riding I do. And then exhaust system, FMF, it's a gnarly pipe and a power cord 2 silencer. The rear shock I've modified. I've got Dalsogio valving internally, and I also added a bladder. You probably can't see it, but I've got a bladder, WP one, and I really like that. It really improves the shock action and helps keep the rear wheel on the ground. I think it improves traction a lot. The only downside is that you probably have to service the shock more often, because over time the nitrogen will permeate through the bladder into the oil. So yeah, but I can do that myself, so it's not really a big issue, and I really like the improvement in performance. Seat, I've got a Service X seat, which I've been using for a long time. And for the riding I do, I like it. One big benefit is it's completely waterproof, so you can wash it, ride in the rain, no water gets absorbed, so it stays the same weight. The internal part doesn't degrade over time. It's also tough, so you hit trees or get poked with stuff and much less likely to damage it. If you do damage it, super easy to repair. Just put some filler in there and it's as good as new. Down here I've got a TMD Design Works rear brake guard and a TMD Design Works skid plate. Super beefy, strong, slide over stuff, don't get damaged, like it. And then carburetor, I've got the Keihin 38 PWK with a stick. Used those for a long time. Really good performance, really improves the bottom end, revs out nicely, especially on the 300. The stock 300 tends not to want to rev out so well, but the Keihin with the stick revs out really well, and the power is very linear as well. So from going from low up to high RPM, very linear, very easy to control, but lots of power, very responsive. Really good performance upgrade.
Get any traction here.
Was that second gear?
Yeah.
You basically have to keep it revving. Slip the clutch, keep it revving hard, and get as much speed as you can.
Lost my balance. There's this fucking bit here that there's a rock here.
Yep. I tied it.
Slippery one.
When I came, there were tree branches down in there. I tidied those up. You need to give it a lot more than that.
Yeah, but I'm not getting traction there.
Yeah, but you need to just keep it spinning and it'll suddenly start going. And then once you go past that rock, you'll really start accelerating.
So just spin it.
Just try higher RPM did it! The
I
bike,
didn't.
the bike is up. The bike is up. Good job. We both made it up, so we get to get the ride down on a nice single track along this ridge. It's really good. It's quite tight in some spots. I've gone the wrong way. It's down here. Yeah, it gets tight. It's down here. Rocky bit with a tree right in the middle. Too bad. I'm really pleased with how the bike's running. It's set up with the standard jetting that I supply to my customers that purchase Keihin and sticks from me for their 300s, and I'm pleased. It runs really strong, nice and clean, pulls well, super linear. Yeah. Really good performance and easy to use on riding like this. A steep one. Oh, woo! So another awesome day of riding, and we're heading back now. I think that is all for this video.